Hello everyone, how are you? This is Kay. Great to see you again. Today is the 4th of April on Saturday. So I'm here to do just free talk. No topic. I will just check some comments and just maybe give some updates about me. So don't be so formal. Today is Saturday, markets are closed. So we can talk about something, basically any topics here today. So I'm thinking to do the live maybe 40 minutes or so. So yeah, how's your weekend? I hope you're having a great weekend. So as for me, I am still in Dubai, and because I'm doing a new company setup here, and then the conflict happened. So and my visa is also transferred to other status. That's why I won't be able to be out of UAE. And I got the visa now, and Emirates ID, but still I have to do some admin works. That's why I better stay here. And a couple other reasons why I have to stay here. But I'm safe, and yeah, everything is okay for me on my end. And Ramadan has finished. So some people are in town, but obviously a lot less people on the street or in the malls. So it's more quiet, and the cafes are, less people. So for me, I feel a bit more peaceful. Yeah, I've been just doing well. And I've been doing lots of backtesting, and I'm writing. Actually, before that, I am actually preparing some of the lessons from these original books of Goichi Hosoda, and I started to share what's written in these books in my community, in my Jissen community. So it's the project is now undergoing, and I'm busy on summarizing those texts. This is not the direct translation. To respect the work of Goichi Hosoda, I don't translate directly, but I am explaining what's written and how he introduced to the world for this Ichimoku knowledge and concept from the original charts. So that's basically what I'm focusing right now, and doing backtesting. And the candlestick patterns has been quite interesting for me to revisit this time. So actually, this is one of the books I got from Japan. This is about Sakata Goho, the original candlestick pattern. So I'm restudying the candlestick patterns and try to find, other ways, or try to look for some, patterns to match with Ichimoku 5 lines in these markets for the last 1 year. Because markets are changed and different every month, every week, and even every day. So it's always nice to check the markets and how they have been moving till today. Because last time I backtested my strategy, and Ichimoku were a long time ago. It was like 5 or 6 years ago. And the patterns could be, definitely they are different now. So it's always better to check the modern, like a recent market for the last 1 year or something, and look for some patterns. Like I think I mentioned this in a couple of the live stream videos, but for example, I've seen lots of P-wave breakouts these days in from daily and 4-hour, 1-hour time frames. And when the P-wave happens above Kumo or below Kumo, or even above Kijun-sen or below Kijun-sen, and that makes a huge difference in terms of the direction of how the market will go after that. So I have been studying these things, and this will never end. This journey never ends. I am a student for the lifetime from Ichimoku, Kinko Hyo and the markets. And every time I backtest, every time I see the markets live as well, I notice something new. So I take memo, and it becomes my knowledge and wisdom. So, and simply I like to do it. I like to do some research and look for something new, like a aha moment or like new patterns and like like a new sentiment among the markets. And it always fascinates me while trading. So yeah, how's your trade these days? Let me ask. We are in the month of April. The quarter has passed already this year. But how was your trade performance for the last 3 months, January to March? Yeah, I will make a video to review my trades in performance in February and March, and that's gonna be coming up. Hopefully next week I will share my trade performance like I did in January. But I hope you're not losing big, and that's the most important part in trading. And in order not to lose big, you need to do proper risk management and psychology management, like I mentioned many times already in this YouTube channel. So after more than 10 years of trading full-time, and I realized that technical part is only the tip of the iceberg. But I think if you imagine a pyramid, then strategy part is only this much, and the next is the risk management, and the base is the psychology management. So we tend to focus on the top triangle part, the tip of the iceberg part. But if your mental, first of all, is off, and if you don't know how to risk management properly, and not only that, how to risk management for me includes exit timing and how to manage the drawdowns and the lot size and the risk per trade and the stop loss management. This is what I mean by the risk management. So it's not only how much risk you trade or what is your PF, what is your risk reward ratio, what's your win rate. This is actually not the risk management I'm talking about. It's more like a technical part in terms of controlling the risk. And no losing has been my philosophy in my trading. Oh, by the way, I am actually started to write some psychology book. I'm not sure when I finish writing, but I will keep it posted. And this is going to be my first psychology book I will be writing as a Japanese trader myself. And I already thought about some title ideas, and I think I found a good one. So hopefully you will see. But yeah, psychology is really important. And if psychology is not aligned with the risk management and the tip strategy part, then you won't be able to trade consistently, and you may be hopping the strategies. So yeah, basically that's what I found. So yeah, risk management includes not only the stop loss pips or risk per trade or the risk reward ratio, but also, to me, exit timing, exit with the losses. Let's say you enter the market. If the market goes your way, you win profits, so you don't need the risk management in that way. You only need the trading profits and take profit strategies. But if the market goes against you after the entry, then you know exactly when to exit the trade logically and rationally and objectively. And that's part of the risk management strategies. So whatever strategy you created, let's say you are backtesting or trading Chikou span breakout strategy I introduced for the last few videos. When you do that, yes, Chikou span breakout gives you the entry, but that's it. It's only the tip of the iceberg part. So you need the risk management part, especially how to exit, when to exit the trade if the market goes against you, and hopefully you find the best way to exit based on your backtesting. You can use multiple time frames. You can exit by 1 hour, Tenkan-sen or Kijun-sen, or you can use the 5-minute time frame to exit the trade. But whatever you do, always keep in mind that when to exit the trade if the market goes against you, and that's have to be always included when you build some new strategies. So yeah, that's I think something that's also important. Yeah, I think lots of videos, and I don't now really watch any trading related videos on YouTube or any other social medias. I prefer to watch more psychology or philosophy videos or books to read. But when I was watching YouTube, when I was newbie and wanted to make profits in trading, I was mainly looking for the strategy that gives me profit. And I think that's something that everyone goes through first. You look for strategy, what will be the best entry, and that's totally fine to look for the winning strategy, so-called winning strategy. But as you trade, you experience losses, and that's when you start to think about how to exit with the proper risk management, right? And then you move on to that, and soon you realize that, okay, if the drawdown becomes too big, let's say like 10% or more than 10%, then your mind will be frustrated. So if a drawdown becomes 10%, more than 10%, then you want to stop trading, for example. And that's the psychology management part. So by speaking to yourself, by talking to yourself while looking for the strategy and doing the risk management, you build your own strategy. And that's on your own. No one will take it from you. Unlike other jobs, once you acquire the skill to trade, no one can take it away. So that's, I think, a very, very important skill. It's a lifetime skill. All right. Okay, now let me say hi to everyone. Let's see. Let me open up the chat. All right. Good to see you. All right. Ole, thank you for joining. And Buddha, good to see you. And Dewey, thank you for joining as well. Manish, good to see you too. He says, if I will do swing trading strategy only in ETF, then in such case, please give your advice whether we will have to accept stop loss or average when ETF will go against our direction. I don't really trade ETF, so I am not really sure what advice would be best for you. But as far as I trade Forex, and as far as I see me trading Forex, I would say you have to accept stop loss. You have to, either way, you have to think about the exit strategy to have the small drawdowns. I think that part becomes universal. Whether you're trading Forex or ETF or any other assets. All right. Hello, Hinata. Good to see you from Philippines. Thank you for joining today. Okay, Federico, good to see you. Thank you so much for joining as well. He says, hello, Master K. Good to see you. Always missing previous live stream. This one I can't miss. Glad to see you and all good in Dubai. More second channel videos. Sure. Yes. I put the link to my second YouTube channel. That is my private vlog channel. I only posted a few videos so far, but I will be keep posting, keep updating my life in Dubai And whenever I think about something besides trading, or could be related trading, I will start to share those small comments or my daily life on that YouTube channel. So please visit and enjoy that video. All right. Hi, Dewey. Thanks for joining as well. Again, he says, I'm also experimenting with Ichimoku. Experimenting with Ichimoku. What I've learned is that for the system to work well, you have to learn from the simplest things yourself. When your mind is free, everything becomes clear. Yeah, that's really true. I was actually speaking with one of the GTS members the other day, and we had such a nice and deep conversation. And during the conversation, I was able to verbalize what I was feeling on the street, on the highway when I'm driving the car. This comment, when your mind is free, everything becomes clear, is really true. Because when you're in a rush, let's say you have to get to the destination in 10 minutes, but you're running late and you might be frustrated and your heartbeat is going up, your blood pressure is going up, and when you drive the car on the highway, you speed up and your mind is not clear that way. And the rate of the accident will be higher if that's the case. And in trading, you may lose a big, or you may blow account if the your mind state is like that way. So it's always nice to, for your mind to be free. So I was able to verbalize that when I'm on the highway, oftentimes I'm in a slow lane. If I have an appointment to visit or to go somewhere, I leave my home earlier so that I have enough time to get to the destination. So it's only, let's say, if you leave 10 minutes or even 5 minutes earlier home, maybe you have also experienced that your mind becomes more relaxed, more comfortable, that you don't have to rush and you just go to the destination on your own pace. But if you're running late or if you want to go faster, then your heartbeat goes higher, goes up, and I think you may be missing something that's important. So when I'm on the highway, I usually drive on a slow lane, and I enjoy moving the cars in the fast lane. So this is really the state of the psychology you should be when you are trading as well. Just because you have, let's say you are driving a sports car and you can go fast, right? But this relaxing mind where you are driving the sports car, but you don't go fast, and you enjoy driving on the slow lane and watching the cars going fast. Can you do that for 1 hour? If you can do that, then I think you are becoming successful trader. You observe those people going fast, and I always think myself that, okay, life is not that, busy. I can just keep my own pace. But if I want to go fast, I can go, right? Everyone has choices. If you want to go fast, you can go. But while having that choice to be able to go fast, you choose to be slow. And that is possible when you have a how do you say, like we say yoyu in Japanese, like when you have this capacity to accept the relaxed mindset. So, and for example, this applies to trading. Let's say you have the trending market next week and you got the entry confirmations. So it's your choice whether you take it or not, right? every time you find signals, you have the entry opportunities. It doesn't mean that you every time take it, right? So sometimes you don't take it. I do. Sometimes I don't take the entry confirmations, and the chances are the market may be trending up towards my direction without my positions, without my trades. Then I simply look for another opportunity. I simply observe the situation. And if the market goes against me without my trades, I also observe. But this capacity to be able to observe without trading while you're having money to trade is really what I think this comment means to me, like mind being free and everything becomes more clear. As Goichi Hosoda says, you trade as if you have no positions and surrender to the market. This is trade psychology. But I found that's one of the biggest lessons. So yeah, you have money. Let's say you go to the supermarket today or tomorrow. Let's say you bring $10 bill, and you go to the supermarket. You have $10 bill, but you have a choice whether you buy or not. But simply just go around first without buying anything. You have money on the pocket, you go to the supermarket, but don't buy anything, just observe, and then exit and see how you feel. Oftentimes, especially when you're hungry, when you go to supermarket, people tend to buy a lot more than when you're full. So maybe you can go to supermarket next time when you're hungry, or you can go to the mall when you're hungry. So it's your choice. You have money that whether you want to order something or whether you want to buy something or not, but choose not to buy anything. Choose not to order anything. Then just stay in the supermarket or the mall for maybe 10 or 20 minutes and then come out first and then see how you feel. Sometimes I do that intentionally. And once I'm out of the supermarket, then I realize, oh, okay, I don't want to buy anything then. So then I just leave the supermarket. Okay, I will just come back next time. Unless it's urgent, something to buy, I just explore, enjoy my psychology, monitor my psychology, my own feeling, and I like to do it simply. It's kind of like my hobby. I like to monitor myself, my emotion, and I look around how people are buying, how people are deciding to buy. Someone, gets something from the shelf, but then he puts it back to shelf. And you observe and you imagine how he's feeling. Or when he is in front of the, let's say the cheese corner, then he's, looking for which cheese to choose. And you imagine what is his choice is based on. So you observe these people, also your mind, monitor your mind, then just don't buy anything and then exit and see how you feel. Yeah, so it's all about psychology basically. So this is kind of an interesting experiment for me. Sometimes I do. So no rush. And once you are in this relaxed mindset, once you are not in a rush to make profit, not in a rush to buy something, or not in a rush to go high speed to drive on the highway, then in the long term, you win the trade. Still, it's a bit difficult to verbalize, but at least for me, it's my feeling. So that's why when you are rushed to make profits, you either over leverage trade and you may lose big and you may have to quit trading very soon. Okay, let me check some more comments now. All right, Rethink Again says, greetings, Kay. Your strategy was 4 hour, 35 minute lately, but now I've seen you shifted 4 hour, 1 hour, 5 minute time frame. So my strategy is like this. I take either daily or 4 hour time frames. Once I capture either time frames, then I go down to either 1 hour or 30. And once I find the trend, this is what I call the trend confirmation phase. Once I confirm the trend, either 1 hour or 30, then I go down to the 5 minute and then enter the market. So I take, again, either daily or 4, and then 1 hour, 30 as confirmation, and then 5 to enter the market. So it depends on the market condition. Sometimes I take the daily, sometimes I take the 4 hour. Maybe that's why. And sometimes I take 1 hour over 30, or vice versa. So that depends on the market condition. All right, Ash says, Master K, Ichimoku should trade entry happen only when price crosses Kumo, all other conditions having been met. Right, that's the strongest signal, especially once the market retraces. Let's say the bullish trend turns to be bearish. That's a sign for the bearish. When the market has been down, bearish to bullish, then that's the timing for the bullish trend. Yeah, that's what that means by the Kumo breakout. All right, hello Tomato, good to see you. Are you in Dubai? Is it safe now? Yeah, I'm in Dubai and I'm safe. I'm completely safe. Yes. Okay, this says, I was born in 1982, so perhaps I also have a hunch about Ichimoku. Oh yeah, great. We're same generation. Yeah. All right. Helix, thank you for joining. IAJ says, how to scalp trading in 15 minutes in Ichimoku. I don't use Ichimoku in 15-minute time frame. So I am using multiple time frames. So you can actually check the Ichimoku Chikou span breakout video where I took 1 hour to confirm the Chikou span breakout and 5 minutes to enter the market. In that way, or you can even choose 15-minute time frame to enter the market. In that way, it's becoming more like a scalping trade. All right, Carlos, good to see you, and stay gold. Thanks so much for your comment. Rethink Again says, what is your exit strategy, Kay? When do you exit early? Is it only based on Ichimoku 5-minute time frame or higher ones? So I don't use Ichimoku on 15 or 5-minute time frames. Instead, I use some different indicators. I use the Bollinger Bands and Stochastic. And you can find the exit videos in my YouTube. You can check out my monthly performance video. There's a playlist. You can go to the playlist section and just check one of these videos. And I explained, I usually pick one of my trades where I either loss or break even or win. And I explain how I exit the trade. So I think the best way to learn exit strategy is just to watch those videos. Okay, Otto says, could I use KTS strategy for futures but take the trend in 4 hour, 1 hour, and then confirm on 30 and 15? Yeah, you can do that, sure. You can take 4 hour as a major trend, and 1 hour 30 for confirmation, and entry on the 15. That's possible. Tomato says, hi Kay, when to use KTS versus when to use sniper entries with Chikou span breakout? You taught recently. Any stats you have to compare both strategies? Well, simply for me, whenever I find an opportunity with either strategy, I take it. If the trend's happening, then I prioritize to use KTS. But if there's no trends in the market, but I see the Chikou span breakout, for example, or I see the Tenkan-sen, Kijun-sen bounces, or I see the Kumo breakout, or I see the Kyushu Ashi strategy, the forecast lines breakout strategy, whatever strategies, whenever I see them, I take them as well. So as long as you keep your own risk management correct, then it should be fine. All right. Hello, Vince. Good to see you. Thank you for joining. Okay. Helix says, okay, do you have other trader who trade more lots than you? I am not really sure. I don't really follow other traders, so I'm not really sure. But I'm sure there are a lot of other traders who trade more bigger lot sizes for sure. Yes. Okay, Wayne Link says, hi Kay, how do you swing trade with KTS entry time frame? So again, you can watch my monthly performance video. That's the best. I take one of these, one of the trades, and I step by step explain how I view the market in higher time frame, how I check the confirmation by either 1 hour 30, then entry on the 5-minute time frame, and stop loss, and break even, and trail profits, and take profit, or if the market goes against me, I exit with a small losses. So almost always, I would say 99% of the time, I exit before the price hits the stop losses. As you may know already, I take two positions and 2 stop losses because of the reasons. So when I take entry and I make sure to place the stop losses, but the stop losses are low enough so that if the market goes against me, I monitor the market, and if what I call invalidation happens, invalidation of the entry logics, I mean, when the entry confirmations are invalidated, then I exit the trade. And they will happen before the price hits the stop losses. So that's why my drawdowns are kept really small. Okay, El says, backtesting hasn't proved very good for Ichimoku for me. So you can actually use the, when you're using the Forex tester online, there is advice. AI is giving you advice, like if you improve this much this way, then you get more profits. So you take that advice, and then you do exactly the same time frame, same pair again. Then you see improvements for sure. So that's the way to make your strategy more profitable and more stable. Yeah, before Forex Tester Online was here, I was using Forex Tester 5 software. If you follow me for quite some time, then maybe you know I was running the Forex Tester 5 software. Before I was 4, before I was 3. But when I was running the Forex Tester 5, there was no AI advice. There was no advice. So how I improve my trade without the advice, automatic advice, was simply I take 50 trades first or 100 trades first. I don't think about losses or wins or drawdowns. It's like a marathon. You just run through 100 trades with the fixed strategy you created first. Let's say you take the Chikou span breakout strategy in 1 hour and entry on the 5, exit on the 5. Let's say you create that kind of strategy first. So you need a sample size to verify whether it works or not. So you have to at least, I would do 100 trades, 100 times of entries and exits. So the total number of trades becomes 100. Or I take actually 2 trades and 2 stop losses. So number becomes 200 for me. But anyways, you take 100 trades and you have the win rate. And the most important for me is the PF, profit factor. That shows the risk and the reward ratio in terms of money. So I check that, and if the PF is more than 3 to 5, then that strategy is, trustable. If the PF still 2 or below 3, that means you may still have some risk of drawdown in the long run. You may have some lucky shots, you may have some drawdowns, but just because you have 3-4 trades and drawdown happens, or even 10 consecutive losses, you just keep going. Because you have to have enough sample to verify whether a strategy works or not. And I do this manually. I don't automate my strategy. So at first, if you try, it may take time for maybe 1 week or something if you trade like 100 times. But as you get used to it, you take 100 trades within, let's say, maybe 2-3 days. And the more you do backtesting, not only that you see the stats, but also you have been gaining experience and knowledge and wisdom. You see winning patterns, you see losing patterns, you notice something new, so you take memo and you try these wisdom on your next backtesting. So that's basically how I do backtesting. So if you say that backtesting hasn't proved very good for Ichimoku for me yet, then my question is how many trades you did, and what was a PF, and what do you mean by not good, result? If you are more focused on the win rate over PF, then win rate has to be, let's say, more than 70%. But if your PF is, let's say, 2 or even 1.5, if you have 70% win rate, then you win overall, right? So it's all about numbers, not about how many times you won, how many times you lost. It's more about the ratio between your winners and losers in terms of the risk reward. All right, I get lots of comments now, so let me just check some more. All right, hi James. He says, hi Kay, hope you're well. Only 2 trades last month, which I do not mind. Profitable month overall though. Happy days. That's great. That's great. Seems like you have a nice patience. Only 2 trades last month, but you are profitable months overall, and that's very important. It's much better than trading 30 times and losing in the end. Yeah, that's less is more concept. Thank you to you and KTS. You're welcome. Thank you so much for the comment. Okay, let's see. Sagar says, please, sir, explain breakout of structure, stop loss, and the target. I do take the breakout, but let's say if I have 3 touches on the resistances, then I don't take the breakout because the market may be resisted and retrace. So when you take the breakout strategy, you first have to wait for the closure of the candlesticks to be above the resistance. Closure to be above, not progressive. Closure to be above, then that's the confirmation of the breakout. Then if you want to enter there without any other strategies, then I would simply place stop loss below Tenkan-sen, and I trail the profits. Or you can maybe take the target with a 1 to 3 risk reward to Tenkan-sen to 3 to the target. And if the market move towards their direction, hit the target, that's when you take profit. But if the market goes against you and break out the Tenkan-sen, that's when you exit the trade. So again, based on this logic, I'm just saying this. So based on this logic, you verify it by backtesting. All right. Aryab, good to see you. Thank you for joining. Okay, IAJ says how to scalp trade in 15 and 1 hour in Ichimoku, and what is the ideal time frame for Ichimoku. So if you take 1 hour and 15, then you can scalp 1 hour to capture the bigger condition and 15 to enter, exit the trade. Especially when you have the Kumo breakout. We call it Sanyaku, Koten, or Sanyaku Gyakuten signals, or Chikou span breakout. Then you check the 15-minute time condition, then you can scalp the trading. So in 1 hour, you use Ichimoku, but in 15, you don't. You simply use the candlesticks to use to capture the patterns to enter, exit on the 15-minute time frame. That's how I would do the trading. All right. Okay, let me see. Yeah, seems like someone's posting lots of comments, but please just comment just one time, then I will go through. Okay, I have lots of comments, so let me just go faster. I have maybe 10 minutes or something. Okay, next one. Hello from Uganda. Good to see you. Good to see you. All right, Dewey, thank you. I'm not good at English. I'm communicating with you using Google Translate. Oh, that's great. Looks really natural, though. It's nice. All right, Nameno, good to see you. Thanks for joining. All right, let me see. Scalping, yeah, I think I already covered this comment as well. Since adjusting mindset like you speak of, compared the last year's trades, I took many trades with losses, a lot less trades this year, but profitable. Oh yeah, that's great. Yeah, so you started to get this idea of less is more is true. I'm so happy to see this comment. And you're able to trade less, but make more profits. And that's only possible in trading. Not other industries, not other businesses. Usually other businesses or most of the business in the world, the more you do, the more you make money, right? The more you make, the more you cook, or the more you do, you get paid more. And we are kind of like, conditioned to that perspective. So you may bring that idea to trading, thinking that more is more. If you trade more, then you may earn more, but it's not always true. Yeah, the reality is that the more you trade, the more you may lose. And I don't want you to do that. So that's about time efficiency, that is really important. Okay, let me see. All right, Crystal, hello, Kay. Just want to say, nice mic you have there. Oh, this microphone? Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, I've been using this for like 4 or 5 years already. I bought this when I came to Dubai. It's been stable. All right, let's see. Donald, good to see you. Thanks for joining. Okay, just because you check 4 hour and a daily for trend, you trades filter out or to very less on month-to-month basis, right? Exactly, that's right. Yeah, so I used to trade, let's say when daily trending or 4 hours trending, I enter the market, for example, but the market goes against you, and it happens in trading. Well, anything can happen in trading. Ichimoku is not 100% trustable. Nothing is 100% trustable in trading world. So let's say you take the Kumo breakout, for example, but the market can retrace. It happens. It does happen. So to avoid the fake breakout, I take 1 hour or 30-minute time frame confirmation part. If the 1 hour or 30 are not trending, then that breakout or that trend in the daily or 4 hour can be fake or the market may retrace. So this is the beauty of the multiple time frame analysis. So, and this filter out the fake trends. Sometimes you see the daily is up, but 1 hour 30 are range, or 1 hour 30 are down, right? In that case, I don't enter the market. Okay, let me see. When says, hi Kay, if you see an engulfing candle on a daily, how will you enter? Will you still rely on Ichimoku to determine the trend? Ichimoku is basically my main strategy. So I follow Ichimoku first. But let's say Ichimoku shows it's trending, and I see engulfing inside or outside in candlesticks in a daily time frame. It depends on where it happens. If engulfing is happening above Tenkan-sen, then most likely the market breaks bullish because it's bullish trend overall. So I wouldn't mind entering the market. But let's say if the engulfing is happening within the Kumo, that means the market is range. So I never take entries. So Ichimoku can filter whether you take the engulfing or not. Depends on where it happens. I hope that answered your question. Yeah, today is Saturday, free talk, but turned out to be about trading related question, but that's totally fine. Oh, actually, I love to talk about these trading strategies and talks. Yeah, for the first 5 years or 6 years, I was trading alone. I didn't do YouTube. So that was 5 or 6 years after I became a full-time trader. Some of my friends asked me to explain how I do trading because they were curious. But so I was kind of texting and typing how I trade, what I'm looking for. But they asked me to explain by the video, because it's better to explain. So I started to capture screenshot or screen, and I explained by the video. And I said, okay, I will create the new YouTube and I will upload those trading techniques or videos on YouTube so you can watch. That's how I started my YouTube channel to only few of my friends. And especially Ichimoku topic caught lots of attention from lots of people from the world. That's why my YouTube became popular. But I never intended to be this YouTube to be big like this before. Simply, I like trading, but I like discussing these things a lot as well. I don't really discuss about the profits, or I don't really want to discuss about, on the surface level. I prefer to talk about more deeper level things. So, because it relates to any other things in life. And I think that's more interesting and more learning from me as well. So anyways, that's how I started my YouTube. And now I have more than 90K subscribers. So thanks to your help and support, I have been continuing the live and YouTube like this. So yeah, these are 3 friends left trading already. They already quit. I think 1 is still trading, or 2 are still trading, I'm not sure. But 1 completely quit and he became a manager of IT company in Japan. So yeah, but he was the one who introduced me trading. He was doing binary options. Maybe you heard it before. And I did binary options when I first joined this trading. Or I think binary is not like trading, it's more like a gambling. It's high or low. But I went into it and I thought, oh, this is interesting. And instead of doing randomly, I wanted to study and I wanted to build logics. And that's when I started to watch the market by candlesticks in the charts. Okay, yeah, anyways, that was my quick comment about this. Yagako says, good morning from Canada. Good to see you. Thanks for joining. Are we having market analysis session this week? Yeah, we will. I will do some live stream next week, actually. So yeah, please turn the notification on so that you get notified when I do the next live stream or video. Okay, I do see lots of other comments, but I really have to go because the GTS Global Training School is starting in like 8 or 7 minutes. So I will finish the live and prepare for that. But thank you so much for joining today. It was interesting to see comments and remotely, talk or remotely having conversation through comments like this. So yeah, I hope you have a great weekend and hope to see you again soon. Oh, one last thing is that now my website is implementing or switching the new payment gateway system. So anyways, the payment links are not working right now on the website. So if you want to join Jissen community or even if you want to take the free KTS course, they are not working, but they should be fixed next week. So I will announce it when it's fixed in community website. So community tab on this YouTube. But if you want to join the GTS, then let me know by email. There are some seats available still, so please let me know. All right, so thank you very much. I hope you have a great rest of your weekend. And see you soon again. So till then, stay healthy, stay safe, and stay gold. Mata ne. Bye for now. Thank you.